There were few people, but they had cruelty as their religion. Whichever way they lived, they wanted to be cruel. In those madrasas only, they had people who used to tell them how to be cruel, how to hate. So, education in hatred started. And that education of hatred was very well woven through these madrasas all over the world. Now, as you know, Pakistan and India were always fighting. But this time, Pakistanis realized that if we fight with India in that way, we'll be called as terrorists. So they said, no, we'll have no terrorism in our country. But they are the ones, stupidly, this new fellow had sent about 65 scholars, ambassadors, to Afghanistan to study in those madrasas how to become cruel. Anyway, to teach hatred. Of course, there are many Muslims who are not. But if you do not respect Muhammad Sahib, and you are supposed to be Muslim, what will come out of you? So all these wrong ideas grew up. And Islam got divided into many groups. It's all right, but to have this kind of a group which is against all humanity was the most dangerous plan. I don't know how many Muslims also knew about it. They spread this madrasa thing all over the world, and people coming out of that institution became very, very cruel people. First cruelty was to the women. Women were treated with such contempt, and absolute no respect of any kind was given to them. This itself shows that there was no one to control them. It's not written in Quran. It's not described by Muhammad Sahib. He says, God is merciful. He is peace-giving. Whatever he did was absolutely divine, no doubt. But some of these people, the way they took to satanic forces, people started misunderstanding Islam. Islam means to surrender. Those who are surrendered are you people. Surrendered means those who have given up all their lust, greed, and all these enemies, and are above normal people. Another thing was very interesting to note that Muhammad Sahib had said that at the time of resurrection, your hands would speak. That he clearly said. Naturally, because it was written in a language which was all poetic, people can want to, if they want, they can twist it. But Muhammad Sahib never would have said. It's very, very shocking that in these modern times, that people have taken to such crooked ideas. But for that, the reason is that people also develop resistance for them. Jews, they developed a resistance for them. This hatred is responsible. And this hatred between both the sides, I would say now, these are two different, it's very evident. Now, in Sahaja, we believe in complete, innocent, simple existence together. And that people believe that there is definitely different groups of people. Now, what is our duty? What are we supposed to do? First of all, we have to introspect. Supposing you are a Hindu, born, you should sit down and find out if you hate anybody because he's a Muslim. You can't hate. Because somebody is a Muslim, you can't hate. Because you are a Muslim, because you are surrendered. So how can you hate anyone? If you are surrendered to the divine. And how can you then be against the divine? So these misleading thoughts and ideas should be given up. Supposing you are a Hindu, so you have no business to hate anyone. That is for definite. Now the word Hindu also comes from the river Sindhu, because Alexander couldn't say Sindhu, so he said Hindu. And on that point, many people have built this horrible hatred. In India. But cruelty was not their theme. That was the saving point. That they didn't want to torture people. So this aptitude to torture or to hate people is coming from other sources. And the source is, as you can see clearly, that they openly hate. To hate is a very bad quality. One of the most dangerous things is to hate. And so you all must know. All right. Now we are having a to me, it is very painful to think that we human beings, we hate others. When you know that love is such an overwhelming, beautiful feeling. But why then you take to hatred? Because people have impressed you. They have told you lies. That's why you hate. What an achievement. First to be a human being, and then to be a person full of hatred. Now what will be the next, I don't know. It was all right in those days for goddess to kill. Goddess used to kill us, that's it.